I haven't always been as fit and able to hike big miles as I am today. I didn't just win the genetic lottery. So what did I do to thin down in order to be able to hike further? Stay tuned and find out. I did grow up thin, and I remember just eating and eating until I was sick, trying to gain weight, trying to get big muscles just so I could get the ladies. But like lots of people in their late 20s and 30s, my metabolism stopped faster than Rob Pelton finding a bench along the trail. After marrying, having a job that encourages a lot of eating, having kids, and having a more sedentary lifestyle, I ballooned up to 220 pounds. Before I started backpacking, I did the South Beach low-carb diet and really just starved myself and was miserable and lost 40 pounds, got down to 180 pounds, and I started running marathons to keep the weight off, and later on I started backpacking. During COVID, my weight ballooned back up to 200 pounds, so I joined a gym and started doing the low-carb diet, but now it was under the cool name of keto. I was also doing a lot of backpacking, but I also got into a routine of doing intense cardio with a mix of lifting weights for at least an hour and 15 minutes every morning. I dropped back down to my normal 180 pounds and thought this diet and exercise wasn't that bad. I felt good, had lots of energy, so let's just keep it going. I dropped down to 160 pounds, and that is the weight that I have maintained for over 2 years now. I typically intermittent fast, which means that I don't eat between 9 p.m. and 1 p.m. the next day. That meal on weekdays is typically 2 to 3 eggs with some veggies like spinach, onions, peppers, and some cheese and chopped up beef sticks mixed in. I don't starve myself. If I'm feeling really hungry in the morning, I'll grab a no sugar yogurt. For dinner, I like to eat a big salad with lots of vegetables, some bacon bits, and some croutons on top. I also like to have some unprocessed meat like a big steak or a couple pieces of chicken or a pork chop, and have some green vegetables on the side like asparagus. Don't get me wrong, I love pizza, spaghetti, bread. I love sweets like candy bars, but for the most part, I've learned to live without them. I do eat a cauliflower pizza from Aldi at least once a week. It's not as good as a regular pizza, but it's pretty darn good. I occasionally like to make some toast out of some keto-friendly bread, throw some peanut butter and a little bit of jelly on top. I don't drink pop or coffee, but I do like to have a nice little glass of orange juice every day. At night, I typically have a snack. It's typically a small bag of 100-calorie microwave popcorn, and after that I'll have 3 or 4 Hershey's dark chocolate kisses. When I go out to a restaurant, I'm going to get a cheeseburger and fries, or I'm going to get a pizza, and I'm most definitely going to get a beer. I'm not going to sit there eating a salad or a chicken breast while everybody else around me is eating something that looks delicious. When I go to a movie, I'm going to get the large tub of popcorn with butter on top, and I'm not going to share it. The key is moderation. I only go out to eat 2 or 3 times a month. Now, when I go into work, it always seems like it's somebody's birthday, and there's always cake or cookies or donuts, and it is hard to resist that free sweet. However, I think to myself, do I really want that cookie, or do I want to be able to just crush it the next time I go out on the trail? It isn't easy, but it does get easier over time. You may be saying to yourself, what? Mr. Doritos eats healthy? Well, as you know, when I go backpacking, I eat like a 12-year-old. I like my Doritos, I like my candy bars and cookies, Hostess coffee cakes, freeze-dried pasta. When I'm backpacking, I need those calories, and I need the motivation of knowing that I'm going to get to camp and I have that pasta and that candy bar sitting there waiting for me. After running marathons for years and getting older, it was taking me longer and longer to recover from my training runs. So now when I go to the gym, I usually stick to the elliptical, which is low impact. When I'm going backpacking often, usually at least 2 times a month, my legs and my feet stay seasoned from that impact. However, if I'm not going backpacking regularly, I'll go for walks around my neighborhood and around town. I usually walk 10 to 15 miles on bike trails and sidewalks. I'd rather spend my limited time walking than spend 30 minutes driving to a trail. It's also nice picking up a Gatorade at a gas station mid-hike. If you want to make longer walks around your neighborhood and your town, I found a good website that helps you track out your distance. It's called onthegomap.com. You can draw out a route of local streets and trails and it'll tell you how far it is. When I go to the gym, I alternate workouts. On day 1, it's 35 minutes to warm up on the elliptical. Then I do 15 dips and 35 pull-ups. I spend about 35 to 40 minutes lifting weights. Then on day 2, it's 60 minutes and about 8,200 steps on the elliptical, followed by more dips and some pull-ups. I just keep alternating, allowing my muscles to recuperate from lifting weights. As someone who's been on prescription drugs for anxiety for almost 20 years, getting a good workout in every day makes it so I can sleep better at night. Working out is just as much for my mental health as it is for my physical health. This desire to work out every day also probably drives me to want to hike the bigger miles. There's a saying that it takes over a month to start a habit and only 4 days to lose it. What I eat right now, I don't consider it a diet after 2.5 years. It's my woe. It's my way of eating. I've always exercised a lot, but being consistent with my workouts and not overeating after I work out has really made a difference. What I eat and how I work out isn't for everyone. I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm not a trainer. You need to find something that works for you and something that you enjoy so you can stick with it long term. Because getting down to your goal weight isn't the finish line. It's just the start of trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle for the rest of your life. It's not easy and you do have to make sacrifices, but it does get easier over time as it becomes a habit. Back during COVID, when I was trying to lose weight, I joined a Facebook group of backpackers who were trying to lose weight. And what that did for me is it provided some encouragement, it provided some accountability. Every week we would report in our progress and our weight loss. And that group unfortunately isn't around anymore, but I hope that you can find some way of getting some support and some encouragement and some accountability. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope that you are getting in shape and you can do some big miles. If you like this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, punch that bell notification, check me out on Instagram and Facebook. We'll see you on the trail.